James Thomas, Morning Glenn. I'm here with John Cothrine. Cothrine and Financial, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're here to talk about the
Four killers of retirement, James.
killers of retirement.
Yes.
Wow. So what's number one?
So number one, James, before we actually get into it, I actually brought this dollar with me. Okay. Well, this looks like a dollar, right?
Right.
Well, James, is actually not a dollar.
What is that?
Okay. This is everything, James. This is your IRA. This is your 401k. This is your whole retirement right here.
Right there in that piece of paper.
Right here in this piece of paper right here.
Okay.
But guess what, James?
Right.
Four catastrophic things is going to affect you in retirement.
Okay.
Number one is going to be taxes. Okay. That's the first thing.
Okay.
I don't know if you realize, James, but the government makes us take money out of our qualified accounts at 70 and a half.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's called your RMD. And if you don't, James, it's a 50% IRS penalty.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty devastation. It's a 50% IRS penalty if you don't take it. So you want to make sure that you're having conversations about these things with your advisor. And if not, you may want to give me a call next week.
I may want to give you a call today.
Right, exactly. The second thing, James, is this right here that's going to eat away from your dollar, is inflation.
Yeah.
Inflation right now, James, last time I looked at this, it was at 3.2%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you don't have if you don't have an account that's going to be inflation protected,
Right.
you're not going to keep up with your buying power as time goes by.
Because everything is stagnant and buying power goes this way because inflation is going that way.
Exactly.
Wow.
So they say right now, like if a person needed an income of $60,000 in retirement, in 10 years they would probably need about $80,000.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's the rate of inflation going up, and in 20 years it could double that. Okay.
Hopefully we live that long.
Exactly.
Right.
And we are living longer now.
Yeah, we are living longer.
And not only that, James, so you want to make sure you have a strategy in retirement that's going to protect you from inflation. Okay?
Okay.
Then the third thing, James, is this right here. Healthcare. It's going to eat away at your dollar. It's going to eat away at your retirement.
Yeah.
Now, James, I just read a pretty alarming article. It was it was about a month or so ago. And Fidelity came over. They said the average cost of healthcare is going to be it's going to be our largest expense, number one.
Uh-huh.
But with unexpected healthcare issues,
Mm-hmm.
they say the average, married couple is probably going to need about $300,000.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Now, James, I don't have people come into my office that says, "Hey, John, I got a savings account and I got $300,000 in it."
Right.
So you want to make sure there are other things you can do. Not necessarily talking about long-term care. Long-term care is good if you have it, but it doesn't go with you if you pass away. You can't all that expense that it costs doesn't go with you. So there are other plans and things that you can do to build a healthcare strategy for yourself.
I would love to do that.
Exactly. So if you're not having conversations about these things in retirement with your advisor, again, that may be something that you may want to come and talk to us about because it's very important.
Okay.
Then the last thing, James, is this right here. Number 4 is not having a defined income strategy for yourself. Okay. It's not, this retirement, we got to get away from just having statements that come from our advisors and brokers. You need to have an income plan. Would you agree with James that income is probably the outcome in retirement?
Yes, it is.
If we don't have income, we need to know when to file Social Security.
Right.
That's another thing. There's 500 different ways you can file for Social Security, James.
Didn't know that.
Yes, 500 different ways.
I have a very interesting question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At what age should you file?
Again, that's a very good question, James, and it depends. Okay, because you can file at 62, but it's a reduced amount. Okay, now your actual retirement age, what they call your MRA, which is your retirement age, is at between 65 and 66.
Really?
Or you can wait till 70. That's when you get the full amount. But again, it all depends on your situation. That's why it's about having conversations with your advisor about this.
So let's go with number 1 is.
So number 1 is taxes.
Number 2.
Inflation.
Number 3.
Healthcare.
Number 4
is not having an income strategy, not having an income plan for yourself in retirement.
Wow. Those are the 4 killers.
Those are the 4 killers of retirement.
Wow. James Thomas, John Cothrine, what are we going to talk about next week?
Next week, we're actually going to talk about understanding these things that affect your retirement. So we're going to talk about understanding what your retirement belief is. Or better yet, understanding what your advisor's retirement belief is. Does it line up with what you want?
I guess I'm not ready to retire yet. James Thomas, Morning Glenn, John Cothrine, we won't say what age I'm at. We'll be right back after this.